elements. So we're going to add our page title, which is a top level heading, H1. And we're going to call it How to Make Tea. We're then going to add 2 additional headings, H2, which is a slightly smaller heading than H1. So the headings range in sequence from H1 to H6, where H1 is the largest text, the largest font size, and H6 is the smallest. In general, we use H1, H2, and H3. So we're replacing our placeholder text with the actual headings at this point. Let's run to test our code. And there you see it. So we have our title, which is our lesson, our recipe. And we have our ingredients and preparation section headings. In order to focus on the HTML as opposed to the text, we're going to copy and paste text content in places where it's required. So we created a paragraph element and added the paragraph text, and that gives us our description of the recipe. Now that we have these in place, let's create our lists. So our first list is the ingredients list, and it's an unordered list. And this kind of list is represented by the UL tag, U for unordered, L for list. And we use this because of our ingredients can be listed in any order. And each list contains a list item. So we use the LI element for each list item. Now in this case, because the list items are short, we'll type them out. And also to give you an idea of how the list items are created. Notice that the list items are contained within the UL, the opening, and the UL, the closing UL tag. The closing UL tag is represented by a /. So the unordered list contains list items. So currently we have a tea bag, we have water, we have milk, plant-based or dairy, optional, both optional, and we have, as our final list item, we have sugar or honey, both optional. So notice that our unordered list contains a number of list items. You could say that the list items are child elements of the unordered list, and the unordered list is the parent element of the list items. So there we see it. Now for our preparation, we're going to use an ordered list represented by the OL tag, O for ordered, U for unordered. By specifying that, we will by default get a numbered set of list items as part of the list. And again, just as with the unordered list, an ordered list contains list items. Now in this case, because the preparation steps they're more verbose, more wordy, we'll just paste these in rather than lose focus and waste time typing out on the screen. Again, you can see that the parent list, in this case an ordered list, contains child list elements. This parent-child relationship permeates HTML. It's the secret to its success. And it also is the secret to the success of CSS styling. Targeting styles. In many cases, if you target a parent element with a style, the child elements will also pick up those styles. So we're still adding the list items for the unordered list. Notice the syntax for these. In the majority of cases, an element has an opening tag and a closing tag. The OL has a closing tag, opening tag, and it has a closing tag, which is the /OL. And the / in an element indicates the closing tag. It's the same with list items, it's the same with sections and footers. So the shape of these is quite consistent. And this structure has been the secret to the success of HTML when it was first used in 1991. It's its simplicity that allowed it to become so popular. There's our list items, our ordered list, and our unordered list. So the ordered list is our preparation, and the unordered list is our ingredients. Again, back to our finished project, you can see we're getting closer. So with each step, we're incrementally building our way towards a successful recipe page.